Welcome to my channel. In today's video, I am super excited because we are going to go ahead and get started on cleaning up the mess that is on the back patio. I want to do some updates. Some of it's just a matter of cleaning up. So we have quite a mess going on here. Let me go ahead and I will turn the camera around and I will show you all the problem areas. I will show you some of the things that I am thinking about doing and updating. So let me show you what we have to work with. I'm backing it up here so you can see the entire mess and the project that we have ahead of us. Let's go ahead and we'll just start with these pots. I have 5 different pots. One here, 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 and there's one behind the chairs right here. All these pots with the 2x4s and the hooks on them, that was a project I did because I was wanting some cool lighting in the summertime. I did that last year and the lighting was great, but I didn't exactly like the pots sitting on here the way they were, especially with the white post. I mean, they were fine, but I'm wanting cleaner lines this year. How I did this project is I took a plastic bucket and I put the painted 2x4 inside the bucket and added concrete, and then I just set that inside the pot. It was kind of a pain because I was having to do constant watering with what was growing in there. I don't want to mess with that anymore. So I have a project, 2 different projects actually. I'm going to move the pots and plant something else in them. I'm going to remove the buckets that are inside there and cut off these 2x4 posts, and I'm going to make something out of that. I'll remove the hooks and use them. I'm not sure where, I don't think in this project, but I do want to save those hooks because I really like them. These 2 Adirondack chairs, Todd and I built these from scratch, and if you can see, they are looking kind of rough. So we are going to have to sand that down and restain it for this year. The white chairs that are stacked back there, we just this is kind of what we do whenever we winterize, is we kind of put everything in the corner. We also have some lounge chairs back here, and we have a Ketter box back there for storage. So those will be either rearranged or moved to a different location in the yard. I have a pot here that this was actually a pineapple plant. I just decided it had been several years and I never saw a pineapple grow out of it, so I went ahead and I just left it out for the winter, and you can see weeds growing through it. I'm going to reuse that pot and grow some things. Have a couple of ideas. I was thinking about planting some plants in there to help keep the mosquitoes at bay. I'm thinking either lavender or a lemon balm. I have another pot up here that I'm going to do the same. I already got geraniums planted this year in those 2 pots. That will remain the same. I have these tables. I'm obviously going to put away. I was using them for my seedling plants before I planted everything. I have some more plants here. So I've been giving them away since I have everything planted. I think I might just throw them in the tree line, and if they grow, they grow. I did already plant some impatiens in these 2 pots. I'm going to get this water feature up and running. This bench, you can see my lighting on it. I think I'm going to repurpose that and place it somewhere else in the yard. And I have an idea for a different seating solution right here. I don't know if you can see that. The siding is slightly warped. There is a story behind that. Let's just say I advised Todd not to put a grill up close to the siding, and he's like, it'll be fine. How many of you out there have spouses or significant others that say things like that to you, and in return you find out it didn't turn out fine? So anyways, I'm thinking about doing some type of a feature or solution to cover that because I really don't want to spend the money on residing that section. Here's an extra pot also. Again, I will probably use it for potting something that will help keep the mosquitoes and flies at bay. I have banana trees. I'm not sure if I'm going to reuse these banana trees or not. These are the ones you have to pop out in the fall. and I've been told that they will actually produce fruit, but once they do, they die. So it's those types of banana trees. I have a couple of other banana trees that come back year after year right here. But in the meantime, I am thinking, I have an idea. I'm not sure if it'll work or not, but I have an idea of where I want to plant these. I want to plant, these are my cannas. So I want to plant these. Some of them in the ground, I'm thinking over here. And then some of them, I think I'm going to repurpose some of these pots to plant cannas in there as well and position them accordingly on the pool deck. So those are some of my ideas of what I want to do on this pool deck. I'm going to go ahead and just time lapse everything that I do. And I know a lot of times that I might start out with an idea and it doesn't always end up that way. Sometimes I'll come up with other ideas in the meantime, but so if you're interested in seeing what types of ideas and solutions I come up with, stick around. I might surprise everyone, including myself. And I'm wanting to get all of this done within the next 2 weeks, because 2 weeks from today, which today is Cinco de Mayo, is a graduation party that I am hosting for both of my daughters. I have one daughter graduating from college and I have another one graduating from high school. So let's see if I can accomplish this challenge. Before I go out and harvest all the vegetables that have been growing in my garden, I wanted to show you the completion of my makeover. Without further ado, I'm going to start with each section of the back patio. I did individual videos showing you how I did each of these. I'll be sure to link all that down below in case you are interested. So this is the final. As you notice, there are several different sections and possible sitting areas. So we can start with that bench that I made. And all these areas I'm going to show you, there's videos linked below, just in case you gain some inspiration and you'd like to make it. These were stones that I had. These boards were actually brand new. I went ahead and I just kind of nicked it up and cut it up a little bit on the sides and tried to make it a little old, rustic looking, cottagey looking. So this area, you could probably easily seat 2 adults, maybe 3 or 4 kids, depending on the size. I have these beautiful impatiens. Here's a water feature. I don't have it up and running yet. See that nozzle, that hole right there? Wasps and stuff like that, they like to go in there, and it's probably plugged. Oh yeah, it is completely plugged. I don't have this up and running yet. Maybe, I don't know if I'll do it this year or not. I might wait, but that will give a beautiful sound kind of in this corner, which would be right next to the bench. And then as we lead over here, we have another sitting area. These are Adirondack chairs that Todd and I built several years back. We built it probably for maybe $100. I went ahead and I restained because these were looking kind of rough. So I sanded down and restained these chairs. It is sitting next to my little water garden here. If you notice, I have several different plants throughout the back patio. I have rosemary in the front here, lavender in the back, and up here I have some rosemary, thyme, and rosemary. This is a solar feature that I went ahead and purchased. I just took a pot and I did a review, kind of a review on that. I opened the package and I kind of went through 2 of them. So if you go back and watch the video about this sitting area, you can see what the water feature is and my issues with the first versus the second, and what I like about this feature. And I'll be happy to report, obviously it is still working very well, unlike the other one. And now we turn to this area over here. This is another sitting area. This table right here was made out of the repurposed wood that was in all of these pots. I have the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 pots. I did a video on that. That video has to do with making this table, so you can see the wood that I took away and repurposed. This was also repurposed. This wasn't a video, but Todd just took the 4x4 and reused the posts, added and reused the hooks that were on the original design that we had back here. We purchased this little solar light up here. I will try to make sure that I do a quick video or take some pictures of what it looks like out here in the evening. And these were my chaise lounges. The only thing I purchased with everything that is out here are these towels. They are towels and they have a little pocket sewn in the top so that it can hook to the top of the chair. I kind of love this design because I thought that it would help bring the chairs together and make it a cohesive look. I was thinking about purchasing some cushions for the chaise lounge in the color of white, but they were pretty expensive, the ones that I had seen online. So in the containers that I repurposed, I have cannas and I have banana trees. I'll get a quick video on the different perspectives depending on where you stand on the patio. Here's some more lavender and some hens and chicks. That's actually pepper plants, jalapenos that I never got planted in the ground yet. Which, speaking of, I probably need to go harvest some stuff. All right, back to this. I have some hens and chicks there. I'm actually thinking about doing a project with this. I haven't decided. I'm trying to, in my mind, figure out how I'm gonna do what it is that I'm wanting to do based on my vision in my mind. And then these were most of the rosemary that you see on this pool deck, I germinated earlier this year. So this is the back patio and pool deck from this angle. And from this angle. Oh, that umbrella I had. So everything that I did in this makeover, you saw the before. And this is the after. Everything I did, it didn't cost me anything extra except the cost of that solar feature and those towels. And I'll go ahead and I will link them below. This is the view standing on the tanning ledge. And this is the view standing inside the pool. I do several makeovers, and I have done different projects over the years, but I have to say, well, some of them don't turn out. I think this is definitely a thumbs up for this one. I hope you got some inspiration from at least one of the ideas. If you have, even if it's you just have a patio. My interest and things that I love, and when we used to travel, places I love to go were the beach and the mountains. We would usually take one trip to the beach a year and one trip to Gatlinburg every year, renting a cabin. But since we haven't been traveling the last several years, this is our vacation, our backyard. Would you take a vacation here? I hope you liked the video. If so, be sure you give it a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe. I do have some projects that will be coming up. It'll be sometime this year. I don't know. I'm so busy with working full-time and then doing my garden. I know we're gonna be processing some food soon, but I appreciate you sticking around as long as you have. And if you are still watching, type the words beach vacay in the comments below. I appreciate you. Thank you for watching, and until next time.